Once you have the tools to appropriately categorize and search for your footage, there's just a few more things about organizing and displaying your clips that you should know before starting the editing process. Let's take a look. First of all, let's take a look at how we can view your clips in the browser here. As you can see, the toggle for showing the libraries pane is right here. And right to the right of that is this gear. And there's a drop-down menu, and it allows you to view your clip data in various ways. As you can see, there are several options. You can group clips or sort clips. The difference between these are that when grouping clips, a heading is placed above the categorized clip options, and when sorting clips, there's no heading. The clips are just organized in the manner that you choose. So let's take a look. I'm going to go to the group clips option, and right now we're not grouping clips at all, but I'm going to choose duration. So as you can see, the shortest clips are placed near the top, and then it gets longer and longer, and then our interviews are obviously down here toward the 1 to 10 minute range. But these headings can be useful because you can collapse them. So if you just want to look at your longer clips, they're all right here. If you want to reverse this organization, you can. You can just go into this menu, and instead of ascending, you would choose descending. So all of your longest clips are near the top, and then it goes down from there. I'm going to ungroup, go back to none. Obviously, you can take a look at all of these options and group by a number of criteria, but I'm going to turn this off for now. Let's go to sort. Sorting is very similar, but instead of there being a heading placed in each category, it just sorts the clips with no heading. So I'll do duration again. And here we have the shortest clips near the top, and it just sorts it so that, again, we have the longest clips near the bottom, but we don't get a sense of that breakdown quite as well as when we're grouping clips. This one also has both ascending and descending options. I'm going to go back to name there. This is reverse alphabetical order. And let's go back to ascending so that basically now I have all of my clips in alphabetical order, not by duration. Again, there are, of course, other options that you can sort by, just like grouping, but you get the idea. You can organize your clips in various ways, whatever makes sense for your workflow. Now, the last thing I want to show you about working with your clips is changing back and forth between film strip view and list view. So far we've been working just in film strip view where we can see the thumbnails of each of these clips. Again, I can use the slider down here to show the visual representation of the thumbnails based on their duration, but that's about it as far as any additional information that I get. If I want more information about these clips, I'm just going to come to this button right here, which is list view. As you can see, now there are many columns of data that you can display. If I want to make this larger, I'm just going to drag this over so that we can see all of this. But there's a lot of information about all of these clips that can become very useful to us. If you want to display more data than is listed here, all you need to do is right-click the top of these columns. You can see here that a check mark is next to the data that's being represented. To show additional data, you just need to check them off. So we'll just do media start and end, and then some codec information. And you can see here that those have been added. If you want to move these around, you certainly can. And then as you go through each one of these, you can see that we get a preview up here at the top, sort of a mini film strip view. It's always going to be this long, regardless of whether it's 2 seconds or 2 minutes or 2 hours. It's always going to fit within this space. But again, list view gives you access to all of this other information, which can be very useful. You can, however, come up and mark in and out points like so and edit from list view just as easily as you can from film strip view. We'll, of course, talk about that in the next chapter. If I want to go back to film strip view, I just click on the film strip view icon, and you can see that I've got it back. I think this basically finishes out our journey of library, event, and clip organization. Hopefully you can see there are several options for viewing and organizing your clips in Final Cut Pro 10. It's good to know these useful techniques so that you can customize various options to make your media retrieval process that much more efficient.